What is it like being a Jamaican in Yemen? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Francine Staple, a Jamaican living in Yemen. Welcome, Francine. How are you?
I am doing fantastic today.
Good, good. I like the decor in the back. I
Yeah.
love yes, it's bringing me right into the motherland. So let's start at the top. Which part of Jamaica you come from?
Well, I grew up in Gordon Town in St. Andrew, of course, Enfield to be exact. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Gordon Town. Yeah.
Are you representing a high school? We're all passionate about our high schools.
Excelsior.
All
Agay
right.
Animal. Smack in the middle of Mountain View Avenue, 137.
I get them say.
Yeah.
Used to drive past there on the number 77 bus, the express.
I
J-
tell you.
when JOS existed.
Exactly. Right.
So tell us your story. How did you get to Yemen?
Okay. Well, I started working with the United Nations in 2019 as a security specialist consultant, and my contract ended. My contract was extended based on the rules for 3 additional months, and then I had to take a break. And recruiter reached out to me and say they indicated to me that they needed somebody in Yemen to address some security matters there. And yeah, after the after I think about 2 interviews, then I snagged the post.
So, very interesting place. Lots of deep culture, lots of deep history, but
Yeah,
I believe it's a conflict zone right now.
it is. It is. It's ongoing. Yeah, nobody. You can't just go into Yemen. You have to get all your security clearances, etc. Yeah.
Right.
So currently, yeah, we have to get all of those, but it's a nice place.
All right.
Amazingly.
So, tell us a little bit about the people there. What are they like?
Well, so far I'm in the south of Yemen, which is Aden, and I work mainly with a block of people on the ports. Now, I have met the most amazing individuals from all the checkpoints, meaning on the road that leads right into all the people that I work with. It's a male dominated area. So 99.99% of the time, I'm the only female in existence there.
Oh,
Yes. So when I'm in my training sessions, I am only the female. I'm the only female there. But
I,
contrary to what people normally say,
right.
uh, I don't feel intimidated. They treat me respectfully. They eat out of my hands. They take care of me like it's just amazing. Amazing. At the
Wow.
checkpoints, when I get to the checkpoints, of course, I don't speak Arabic, but even though the driver speaks Arabic, they're looking for Francina. Yes. So once they see me, then everything is okay. And if they don't see me, they will question the driver, where is she? What is going on with her? Why is she not here? And of course, I get the text messages, when are you coming back? And all of that. But they are a fabulous people. Yeah.
You have a following going on there, Francine.
Yes, I have a club. Yeah, there. But guess what? It's how you treat people, the way they treat you.
Right.
So basically, what I try to do, I try to at all times be respectful of people and their boundaries, respectful of their culture, respectful of their cultural space, respectful of what they think, listen to them carefully, what is it that they need, and understand their needs. And then I can, better relate to them and show them a different way of doing things. And I'm a proponent for change, and I consider myself a change agent, and I've always been told that I'm a change agent. So
Well,
yeah, that's been
well,
good.
I I can see why you have a fan club, and you just open up so much more questions here for me. But let me try and stay on. Let me try and stay on the usual road or a little bit here. So
Sure.
so I'm sure they know you're Jamaican,
Yes,
and
they do know.
and so what are the questions? What is what do they say?
Well, they refer to us as the Jamaican girl, and of course, quite a number of them know about Usain Bolt. Quite a number of them know about Bob Marley. So, and I infuse a little Bob Marley into my training. So we know that they're in a conflict situation, whilst we're not there to interfere with their political situation. We try to infuse and let them know that every little thing will be all right. So sometimes I infuse a little Bob Marley music at the end of my training session because, they're really happy to see you there, and a lot of them don't know where Jamaica is on the map. And then you kind of bring it up, show them, and you bring a little reggae music, talk about Bob Marley. So they know about Bob Marley. And of course, they know about Usain Bolt. So I had
Okay.
a very interesting situation when I just got there. And of course, you know, I was doing my security assessment, and I jumped out of the vehicle, and I was walking, and it was 1 o'clock on a Thursday. So I didn't know that culturally after 12 about 1 o'clock on a Thursday, everybody kind of, it's a family day leading into Friday, which is the day of prayer. So I was there saying, okay, guys, we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back at 2. And then, I just said to them, let's finish up this, man. Let's finish up this fence line. And the guys were saying to me, Camise, Camise, I was like, so I said to Amdi, what's going on? Why you stop? Because he was there with me every single day walking. And then Amdi says, this is not Usain Bolt. You're not in a race. So everybody was in the bus dying. And they said, you're not in a race. We know you guys can run, but you're in Yemen. Oh my God. And then sometimes when you're talking to them, and they're explaining something to you, you end up saying, Yemen. So they think it's Yemen. So they get very
Oh,
excited about it. Yes. So there's a really good connection. Yeah. I really, really love my people there very much. Yeah.
well, that's just amazing, and I can see why you have a following there, and they miss you when you don't show up, and or you're
Yes.
not in the car. Everybody checking on you. No,
Right. And I
you.
brought another Jamaican
Oh,
there
you
too.
brought another Jamaican there.
Yeah, you have to open the doors for your people. Yeah.
so, so tell us a little bit about the food. What's the food like?
Okay. They predominantly how they predominantly do goat meat, and you have chicken there. So you don't have the variety of meats there because of their Muslim culture, which is respected. But my favorite there is the lamb soup. So I'll have that
Okay.
like every day. I love their lamb soup, and I love the preparation of their food. Their food is always fresh. So they
Nice.
don't put their food in the freezer and stuff like that. So the meal is always fresh, and they're into a lot of veggies, and I love their dates. They have all the different types of dates, etc. There, I mean, they are just the food is wonderful. I have to watch it though because I kind of putting on a little weight around there, and the people who know me know where I put on the weight. So I have to be careful because I'm over 50 now, so I can't. I have to manage
Don't tell
food.
it. No, 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 don't. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. So let me ask you, what's the lamb soup called in Yemen? Yemenese, I guess, is the language.
No, it's just lamb soup. It's lamb
Oh,
soup.
just lamb. You'd
Yeah.
say can walk in and say lamb soup.
No, yeah, lamb soup, and you get your lamb soup. Yeah.
So
So hi.
is it? I know they say lamb and goat kind of have that. Is it almost like a little manish water?
Manish water type with a little carrots in it, and of course, they have something based from the Indian cultural base. So you find that you have a lot of spices and stuff. So this is why I really like the food there because of the
Nice.
spices. So they're similar to Jamaica.
So language, how are you managing? Because you did say they speak. I don't know if there's a dialect
They
or
right.
Yemen language itself, and also
So
Arabic.
it's Arabic. It's Arabic, but I am afforded the opportunity of interpreters. So I do have an interpreter assigned to me daily.
Okay,
And
okay,
then there are people within the workplace that speaks both languages. Yeah.
okay.
And
So
then when I arrived there, one of the wives sent me a book with the Arabic and English translation. And of course, she's an English teacher, so I get around. So a lot of them in the workplace are bilingual, especially the senior managers. They are all bilingual. Yeah.
okay. Now customs. You mentioned the custom of the midday prayer. Was
Yeah.
there any other customs that you encountered that you said this is interesting, this is unique?
Well, I love they're praying all the time. I think they pray 5 times a day. So you will pass and see, like in the hotel, you'll pass and see everybody going down and doing their prayer. So I absolutely love that. I absolutely love the fact that they pray. So you tend to almost get in with the rhythm. So I do that all the time too.
So it's almost like the world stops. You
Yes,
basically have to get into that mode
yes,
yourself
yes. Right.
and stop.
Right. And I do my prayer, do my silent prayer too, where
Right.
the office space that I'm given. And the other thing that I love with their culture, they are so kind. They are a kind set of people. They are, it's almost, and they have a pride that I love very much. So no matter, don't be sorry for them and say, okay, I'm going to give you this. They almost feel very ashamed if you have to give them. They don't like it. So even though
Mm,
they're in a war, their
mm,
pride, I love that. they,
nice,
they have
nice.
a nice pride. I really, really like that. And they are very, very kind. So what also about them that if you refuse, they feel almost insulted. Yeah. So
Mm,
they have a culture where they like to give you nice little sweets, fruits. They bring little sweets to your room and stuff like that. So, and they are super kind people.
nice.
Super.
What
Yes.
what what type of fruits you talking about now? I mean, I think
Uh,
if I remember again, I don't know the landscape that well. I know there's
yeah.
some there's
So
desert.
they have similarities. Yeah, they have similarities in Jamaica. So they
Okay.
are into mangoes a lot. Oh my
Oh,
God. The
oh,
mango is
really?
just off the chain. Yes. They're into guava, yeah. They're into mangoes, guava, and the lemon, which they refer to as lime, which is lime. So they're
Okay.
into the lemonade culture, yes. So I love that. And they're into banana. They're into the nicest melon and bananas, and oh my God, it's just awesome. Yeah,
Wow. You
into
sound
fruit.
like the mangoes there. Let me back up. The mangoes, it sound like you're getting a
Yeah,
decent variety of mangoes.
right. And it also their mangoes come around the time of Jamaica. Right?
Oh,
In the summertime, you have the mango and the lime and, the
nice.
lemonade and stuff like that. So they are really, really big on that. So yeah, the fruits, man, it's really nice. Their melon is absolutely off the chain.
Nice. Now, tell me what do you love doing there in any free time that you have? What's something you enjoy?
Well, free time.
Well,
We have
here's the
so
thing.
much work,
Let me say
but
this. She is a workaholic people. You understand trying to
well,
coordinate this with Francine has been like moving troops from one continent to another. Let me just state that. So during this time, we've been trying to arrange this whole discussion. You know, you have gotten engaged. Congrats.
Well, not totally engaged, but engaged with the individual. Yes. He has gotten my 100% attention. Yes.
Okay, and so a wedding is coming up, or just you
Well,
know?
we are right now very committed to each other. Yes. He's
Okay.
all American. He's a former NFL player, by the way. Yes.
Wow.
Former NFL from the 90s. Quite a gentleman. Quite a gentleman. And yes,
Well,
I think we love each other. Yeah.
well,
So we
congratulations.
are heading there.
All right, all right. Well, maybe we'll hear about this superstar wedding in on the continent of Africa. I know you have traveled a few places there. So where would ultimately on a continent you'd like to have it? If you're
Well,
having a wedding.
my honeymoon definitely will be Zanzibar in Tanzania, but
Okay.
I think I will reserve my marriage. We will discuss that. We have been discussing it as to where.
All right. I'm
But
into your business. I'm gonna leave the rest of it alone. In your free time, what do
okay,
you like doing in Yemen?
let us say we rarely have free time. So we work from Sundays to Thursdays. Friday, of course, is a day of prayer. So because you have worked so hard, then Fridays it's very hard to get up out of that bed. Of course, I'm a reader, so I read a lot. Free time, it's mainly just sliming and chatting with my other colleagues on the team. So yeah, because you can't go anywhere really, you
Right,
know.
right.
Well, I have
Oh,
in the
oh,
past, though I've gone to
okay,
Sira restaurant. Yes, I've gone to Sira. So Sira is like it's similar to the concept of Port Royal, where you can buy the fish, or Old Harbor Bay, or El Shire. You can buy the fish fresh from the sea, fresh from the boat, and they just cook it. Yeah. So you can get a huge seafood platter, and I'm telling you, it's cheap and the food enough. So you
how
have
much?
lobster, you have shrimp, you have crayfish, you have different types of fish, and it's super fresh. So I've
Wow.
got zero. The guys, so most of the people on my team are Arabic. So they're from the Jordanians. They are fantastic people too. Yeah. So they are on the team. So, they take me around. I'm the lady. So they give me the ladylike treatment.
No, no, no. You are the star, and so your fans take you all to everywhere.
Yes, they do. So you have to stay within the zone, the green zone. But there's
Right,
not much you can do because of the situation.
right.
But my job takes me on the sea. So that in itself is an excursion. Yeah. So if I
Nice.
have to leave Aden to go over to the oil terminal, then I go by boat, and it's beautiful. Yemen is beautiful. All I can wish for is that in a short order they can return to normalcy, because they have so much to show the world in terms of their landscape, their natural harbor. Oh my God, they have places that you would die for. So, it's really beautiful there.
I saw a photo recently of where the desert meets the sea.
Oh,
Right? I don't know. Is there moments like that you see? Because it sounds like there's some beautiful places that you've seen and experienced there.
yeah, well, just being in the Gulf of Aden on the sea in itself is beautiful. I mean, I can send you some pictures of, Twin Island, thus the mountain, the mountain range, because you don't have that trees on the mountain. It's mostly of stonework, and the formations. It is just an absolutely breathtaking. So for
Awesome.
me, it's just beautiful. Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, is the seaport that you mentioned, are these ports where people hang out when there's a holiday and get their fish and get their,
Yeah, yeah. So they
line
do. They
and
do.
on the beach?
Yeah, they do. They have Little Island where they have beaches, and they go there. Because on my first visit, I was taken on a tour by the deputy executive chairman, and I saw the where people are hanging out, they're having fun. They're enjoying their fish, they're enjoying their food. I mean, they're normal people. It's a
Right,
pity. It's a pity that they are in this situation. But like everywhere in the world, we have our own situations.
right,
But
exactly.
inshallah, they will get out of it soon. But it's a beautiful place with beautiful people
Nice.
that
No,
embrace Jamaica.
no, I would be remiss if I did not mention you. You and I have spoken before, and you have an amazing story, folks. The superstar you see here was once practically homeless. I'm
I
not
was
going to tell your story.
not
Tell,
practically
tell,
homeless.
I think I think your story is inspirational, and so please just tell a little bit about your story, your son, please.
Okay. Well, of course, as I said before, I grew up in Gordon Town. And of course, I was given away by my mother at 2 years of age. Unfortunately, I guess she had some circumstances which she had to deal with. She was on the streets for quite a bit. I took her off the streets when I think I was 36 years of age, if I recall. She has died now. I think she died in 2021. Yeah. Yes, and I had a son I had a son when I was in Excelsior. Yeah. He is going to be 34 years of age in December. Yeah. A wonderful gentleman. Yes. And of course, I have defied the odds. One of the things I do best is to remain focused on what I want to be. There were challenges along the way, yes. And I had to battle certainly some issues that, will get me depressed, that got me depressed at the time. But I remain focused. I have had really great people along the way. The Browns, Dr. Brown died recently, and Mrs. Brown is battling her own illnesses now. I've had people like Christopher Honeywell, Gillian Rowlands. I have my beautiful sisters who have been my anchor. I've had great people in my life along the way. And my career in maritime was really good. I had some great people in the UN. How can I forget my UN family? I have great people that, see my greatness and embrace it without any level of hostility, or in Jamaica, we say bad mindedness. They have honed my skills. They have embraced my skills. They have applauded my skills. And I can say that the day when the Honorable Noel Hilton, who is now deceased, found me and said that you are really good at what you do and promoted me at the port, I can give him the kudos for where I'm at now.
Awesome.
I have had great people in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Retired ACP Anderson, Ronald Anderson is one of those that I will never forget. Um, ACP, I think that's ACP is, Cleon Marsh, who has always been supportive of me and have really given me the go ahead to do what I have to do. Omar Walker, yes, who was at the port at the time when I was there, who was also really gave me a nice groundation and propelled me where I'm at. I will not give any oxygen to the negative people,
Right.
but the
No,
toxic people along the journey.
we
But the
won't.
only thing I will say to them in a positive way is that, them kind of really caused to push me a little more. Because,
Well,
the toxic people, we need them.
yes, you do need, I tend to listen to when someone says something, a comment that is constructively criticizing you. or you
Yes.
may view negative. It pushes you. But
Yeah,
I know you want
really.
to give us a piece of this story, but listen, folks, I want you to know this single mom had a child at a young age. Look at her today, And so she and I spoke about this story. She has given you a little piece. So whenever you get to, I'm not saying, Jamaicans are going to be headed to Yemen just yet, but whenever you get an opportunity to meet Francine, she will tell you her amazing story. So
Yes.
I am going to throw out a scenario, and Francine, thank you again for opening up your heart, telling us about your journey, telling us about Yemen. So I'm gonna go to a scenario.
Yes.
You land in Jamaica, you get off the plane.
Yes.
What is that first thing you're doing? Some people is a dip, some people is a specific food, some people is a coconut water for wash out the hot. What is it you're doing?
One big bucket of KFC. One big bucket of KFC, leg and wing, spicy and barbecue. From, might I say, from the Windward Road branch.
Oh, okay. Is there something?
KFC was my first job, KFC was my first job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, as
Oh,
a
wow.
teenager. Yeah,
So,
KFC was my first job.
so maybe you know some of the secrets why Jamaican KFC is the best in the world.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, but I would really have one bucket of KFC. Yeah.
Nice.
And then when I finish that, I would end up down at Moby Dick for the curry conch with white rice. Yeah.
We'll get some secrets here. All right.
And then
Have the
and
best.
then the next stop is Malika. And there's a lady in Crossroads, the crab lady. She do the best soup. So I would stop at her to get some of my soup.
What
She
type
kind
of
of know
soup?
me, but she don't know my name. They make some chicken soup with. Then they make some soup in there. I think it's chicken soup, but you have the
Okay.
corn in it and the coconut, the piece of coconut. I think she makes the best soup there. I just saw Audrey Reed on Facebook buying from her, but yeah, I would say,
Your secrets out. Your secrets out.
yeah. So those three places, yeah.
All right. Well, Francine, again, thank you for spending some time with us, telling us your journey to Yemen. Here is how I typically end. And I know you don't know the language, but how do they say goodbye in Yemen in the most informal way?
Well, let me tell you, I don't tell anybody goodbye, I'll just say, Inshallah, see you soon.
Okay.
So they use that a lot, Inshallah, which is God's willing, everything will be okay. God's willing, I will see you next time. Yeah, so
All right. So, again, thank you and inshallah.
yes. Thank you.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
Francine. All
You're
right.
welcome. Bye.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.